This is Shuto Karate Club of Sellersville. The topic of this video is Heian Nidan. This is the second kata that beginners learn in the Shotokan series of kata. So first I will demonstrate it at speed, then I will do it a second time with a count and a little more slowly. Then I will describe and break down all of the moves and combinations. And finally, I'll do it one more time with a count. Heian Nidan. Fight! Now with the count. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, ich, hach, gu, ju. Next one, kiai, hai, ni, san, shi, go, ju, rock, ju, shich, hach, gu, ni, rich, me, son, she, go, need to rock, kiai, hi, okay, now the moves. Starts to the left, does 3 techniques in the back stance, then goes to the right, does the same 3 techniques in the back stance. So always when stepping out in the back stance, from ready stance, drop your weight and look. Slide in this case, the left leg out. So your weight, most of your weight's on the back leg. You're not leaning forward, your torso is straight up and down. What you're going to do with this hand, these hands are going to come straight up like this. This looks like a rising block, and this looks like a vertical punch. And they're going to be roughly almost, they're not touching of course, but they're almost on the same line. This and this are about the same line. So it's like this. Now 2 and 3, this one comes up. This one's going to come up and as if it's a down, go prepare for a down block, and then it's going to do a hammer fist with the shoulders, with the arm straight from the shoulder. This one's going to just do an uppercut. So this one's going to do an uppercut, and then it's going to come back to the draw hand. So 1 uppercut and preparation here, 2 hammer fist, elbow strike here. Elbow strike or come to the draw hand. Now you're going to pivot with your hips, pivot on the heels of your feet and go from facing this side to that side. And from here you're going to bring your fists together at this hip, and as you turn, do the same thing that you did on that side here. And then same thing again. Uppercut here. This one comes up next to your ear. Hammer fist, straight arm, not down, not up, straight. And this is hikite, draw hand. Now you're going to step up, make like an equilateral triangle between this foot, and a point up here. That's where you're going to step with this, and you're going to turn toward the back. And make a cup and saucer here. Bring your feet together. Step here, bring your feet together. Cup and saucer. This hand is like a draw hand, this hand is up and down. I will demonstrate this from the side. Well, first I'll demonstrate it this way. Then you're going to come out and do a snapping back fist here. At the same time you do a snapping side kick here. So back fist, side kick, snap, same time. From the side it looks like this. And then after you come back, you're going to come back to the center compressed, and then I'll do it continuing from this side. Then you're going to, after you come back, you're going to prepare for a knife hand compress and then hit everything together. So at the same time this leg hits in a back stance, these hands hit like this. So from the back, from the original angle, it looks like this. And this should be one move, by the way. You should endeavor to make this smooth. We'll see this sequence in future katas. Try to make this one thing. Don't. At the beginning, you'll have to come up and stop here, but try to make it smooth eventually. So at the beginning, you'll go like this, and then you'll do it. But try to make it smooth eventually. Compress and land the back stance. So now we're going to do two more knife hands after landing in this one. 1, 2. Now we're going to do a pressing block here. Press, and we're going to shoot a spear hand, a nukite, over this hand. So we did this. We're going to press, and as this one presses, we start to launch forward, and as this comes down, we're about halfway into our stance, which is going to be a front stance, and then we're going to shoot this one out into a spear hand at the Shotokan level, and your elbow should be right on the top of your hand here, so your finger should stick out here. This is a ki, by the way. So we were here, and then we press and come up. Ki, hike. Now we're going to do a set of 4 knife hand blocks, the same as the end of Heian Shotokan. So first we go to this way, and then we come out at a 45. We come back this way, another 45. Now here it gets a little tricky and it's hard to see from behind, so I'm going to turn 180 degrees. So actually, if I was doing the original kata, I would be coming back this way for these, but I'll show it this way for the camera. So I'm at a 45 here. Next thing I'm going to do is slide this foot across. I'm going to form a front stance. So I'm going to slide this foot across. This hand is going to pretty much stay where it is. This hand, the right hand, is going to come to the other hip, and we're going to, in a fist, and we're going to draw the sword. So slide across, hand to the hip, draw the sword. Now the tricky thing here is the hips are going to actually turn this way. They're not going to be full on. They're going to actually be turned in the off at an angle here. And this block is a block right in front of you. So your feet are still in a front stance and they're facing forward, but your hips and your torso is turned this way a little bit. This is a Shotokan level block. Now we're going to do a kick punch. Kick, hold your balance, reverse punch. Now you're going to do the reverse inside out block, draw the sword on the other side. So you're going to bring this hand over, because we always use 2 hands, right? Bring this hand to the hip, and you're going to do this. This is the hand. This is what the hands do. But the hips are actually going to turn. Now they're going to turn this way a little bit, and the action of doing that is going to draw your front foot back like half the length of your foot, roughly. So it's going to be. I'll do it slow. This comes across. Turn my hips this way, and notice how my foot pulled back about halfway, or half the length of my foot. Now I got a same Shotokan level block here. My body's bladed. It's turned this way, so this shoulder's ahead. Now I'm going to do another kick punch and land, kick and land in a gyakuzuki. I'll keep doing the techniques in this direction since it's easier to see. Now I'm in a front stance. I'm going to step into another front stance, bring my fist together at this hip, slide it out. Let's see here. Slide this arm out. Slide the arm out into a block, a Shotokan level block. This one, the fist slides down the arm and ends just above the elbow towards the hand. It's a morote uke. It's augmented forearm block. So it's not at the elbow. It's a little bit above the elbow. So that's from there. Now I'll come to here, which is the original direction of doing it. Now I'm going to do a big spin, like the big turns in Heian Shotokan. I'm going to come around, Geidan Barai, facing this way. Next I'm going to do my My next move, just like the end of Heian Nidan, I'm going to do it at an angle, except I'm going to do a rising block. And this hand comes up, it comes up like right in the line of where my belt loop is, the line I'm going to travel, my belt knot I should say. This hand comes up, open hand, fingers together, but thumb open, and I come up and do a rising strike to the 45. Now I'm going to do another down block back this way. And then I'm going to do that same move, the same rising block I did before at another 45-degree angle, and this is the final move, and it's a ki. So here I'm going to reach this hand up, kind of in line with my belt loop, and I'm going to do a rising strike ki. Height! Or rising block. And come back ki. So I'll do that, that one sequence one more time, so you can see it from the knife hand. So I'll do it from the front. So from the knife hand, I'm going to draw the sword, and in a front stance, turn my hips this way. Shotokan, or uchi-uke, inside out block, kick and reverse punch. Kick, reverse punch. Now I'm going to cross this hand over, draw the sword from the other side, pull this foot back about half the length of your foot. Well, now my hips are facing this way. I'm going to shoot on level block, I'm going to kick and punch again. Next I'm going to bring the fists together and slide up into this. And from there I do the turn and the other move, the final 4 moves of the kata. So let's see it one more time. Slowly with a count. Heian Nidan. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Shi. Hash. Ku. 1. Ki. Hai. Ich. Ni. Just like Heian Shotokan, the end of it. San. Shi. Now, turn, draw the sword, go, kick the punch, sheesh. Hand over, draw the sword on this, from this side, and pull the foot back, hips turning this way, kick punch. Step into front stance, hips, fists at the hip, do the shoot on level block here, spin into a down block this direction, hand up, rising block, down block this direction, hand up, rising block, ki. Height! And return. That is Heian Nidan.